This Christmas, gather round and feel better about your family, while Christopher Titus slanders his.
This is the darkest show I've ever written. I want you to know that up front. I am not bragging, I am warning you.
If you like Hallmark movies, you'll hate this.
There's a couple of bits in this show that will cause what I call hate clapping. You'll be like, that's well written, but goddamn.
Watch Christopher Titus's brand new comedy special, Carrying Monsters, streaming Christmas Eve. Pre-order now at ChristopherTitus.com.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. You know, today, on this Christmas week, I want to thank the stupid
Merry Christmas!
for the Christmas gift they are.
Who gives a about Christmas?
Every once in a while, I think, damn, Titus, you're stupid, man. You got to get better. And then I think about you, the QAnon birthers who believe that Obama was a Kenyan alien who also fixed the Great Recession and got us health care.
Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy.
I think of the truly dumb. And then I feel better about myself and everyone else I know. And I'm not talking about like someone with a disability. I mean, yes, but no. I'm talking about people who through no fault of their own were born with a disability or, whatever PC word we're using. I'm talking about full-grown, thinking, moving, eating, tax-paying, pooping, working adults who for some reason make Forrest Gump look like Neil deGrasse Tyson. The geniuses who believe that the earth is flat.
We have video from space of the rotating spherical Earth. The Earth is round.
The ones who think that somehow the Earth is spinning through the galaxy like a frisbee, while the sun, the thing that keeps us and everything alive on the planet, somehow does a Cirque du Soleil circle above us. Cool. How does it get dark then if the sun's always above us? Also, if the sun did loops over the frisbee, wouldn't it melt the ice wall? Yeah, think about that. That's one of the phrases they always use. These gnat brains that can somehow form words and wipe themselves, although the jury is still out on that. They always say, think about that. Like they've come up with something the last 100 years of science hasn't thought of. Science invented nukes, robots, vaccines, and airplanes, but somehow missed that the planet we live on is a human meat pizza. The earth is flat. There are microchips in vaccines. Vaccines don't work. Yeah, it's a big one right now. And now we got Captain Brainworm who wants to kill vaccines.
There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective.
Yeah, well, no one has diseases anymore. We obviously don't need them. Vaccines don't work. Do you guys know anybody with polio? No? That's weird. We don't have polio anymore. You know what that would mean? That would mean that vaccines work! Polio was a thing. This dude had it. Look what it did to him. Yeah, anybody want to look like that? Listen, if I had to describe anyone as looking a little poly, it's this guy. Remember before we got the COVID vaccine, the world shut down and 1 million died? Then we all got vaccinated and now we're back to abnormal. So thank you, idiots, for the gift you are to all of us. And I'm talking to you who say they believe in Jesus but can't quote one Bible verse. No, not him. But yes, him.
One or two of your most favored Bible verses are and why?
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal.
Who believe that JFK was coming back from the dead to run for vice president. Who think lizard people are among us. Not her. But okay, I see their point. Who are so dumb that you believe science is a scam.
I don't think science
knows. That this guy has the answers, and this guy is this guy in a mask. To you window lickers who voted for a guy that stole from, disgraced, and tried to end this country. To the idiots throwing rocks at the sun that is somehow doing loops over the earth. Thank you. You make us thinkers feel better on the daily. And we'll never have to worry about you because anybody so afraid of science you won't get a life-saving vaccine, but on the daily, you'll eat this shit? We don't got to worry. You're going to take care of yourselves. Think about it. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. It's funny. There was a point when, if you were crazy like that and you believed the stupid shit, no one heard about it. Saturday night when you got time. But now, we have the internet.
Guys, don't miss Christopher Titus's brand new comedy special, Doomed to Repeat, and Rachel Bradley's new special, Beauty for Ashes, on tour now, January 10th and 11th in San Diego. For more tickets and tour dates, go to ChristopherTitus.com.
Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. Hello, good morning, happy Christmas holiday season. I know it's so Christmas because I can still get a pumpkin spice latte at the local Starbucks. With me as always, the lovely Bombshell Ray.
What's up, people?
And the beautiful Highlander.
There can be only one.
Oh, God. He's in the Christmas spirit.
Don't make it creepy.
Uh-oh.
Sleigh bells ring, are you Scooby? What?
There was, never mind.
The very rapey song from Christmas.
I know. I was thinking,
yeah, I know.
It's the rapiest song ever. That whole thing. It's cold outside.
Yeah, that's a rapey.
That is like, and we
She's like, I tried to say no.
Rachel was talking about.
She
said I tried to say no. I tried to say no, but he made me stay. He made me stay.
Choked her.
Exactly.
No, here's the worst part. Say what's in that drink.
Yeah, you fucking
I'm sorry.
And he said, well, you don't want to know what is in the drink, you see.
Wow.
Because it's cold outside. So we were talking about, Ray was talking about this, even the songs of the 70s. It was really funny how some of the songs are really rapey. There was about 16. There's some about
she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone, they say.
Who's they?
That's
Dr. Hook.
In the video.
She was only 16.
In the video, the guy goes to the front door. The father, he looks like a creepy, weird 80s. You know, they all kind of look like they had downs a little bit and the hair and everything. Father sends him away while he's singing Separated by Birth, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the line is. He goes to her bedroom window, keeps singing the song, and she's like a little girl, like a 16-year-old little schoolgirl doing her homework with a bow in her hair, and he's in her window singing the song. Like, we used to accept
we were fine
rape.
with that.
What about the Beatles song? She was just 17.
And
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And the way she looked was way beyond compare. It's a masturbation song, is what that is. Then with another.
Like what? Oh, the other one, Lion Eyes, the Eagles. She's leaving her husband to go to the old guy's house. No, she's with the old guy.
Hero of the song.
She's
cheating.
the hero. Do you know the song I'm talking about?
Are you talking about there's a song by a guy who it was like something, the cheater, and then he actually killed her. He's we gotta look that up.
What about Secret Lovers? That's what we are.
Only
Tried
16.
so hard to hide the way we feel.
Yeah, the 70s were like 70s.
But we both belong to someone else. What? I'm sorry. But what we feel is oh so
Jesse
real.
is a friend. Yeah, no, he's by the way, he's been a good friend of mine.
I'm sorry.
But lately something's changed. It ain't hard to
He was
define.
32
Jesse's
at the
got
time.
himself a girl and I want to make her mine. What? Dude, that's your friend, you dick.
What the fuck? But more than that, what's wrong with us?
That we were like,
that's a great guitar riff. I like that.
Lion Eyes is one of my favorite songs. She's a slut.
So we're sitting down trying to break him down with PC and wokeness how to sing these songs, you know?
Holy shit.
I was cheating on her, but she had an Instagram. She got on my Instagram. I was done.
It was my shadow account I used to date.
I'm DMing minors
and no one knew except
turns
my
out
wife.
the HSI can see my. Turns out you can't delete nothing from the cloud.
And my wife has my password to my cloud. Like, because now in 2024, none of those songs work. I mean, it's like, even if you think about it, like comics going on the road. Sorry, I dropped my phone. Comics going on the road used to, performers would go slut it up. And well, I guess they still do, but we all know about it now because people post everything.
Matt Gaetz would have been like a rock star.
Venmo. He Venmo'd the girl.
Yeah.
Speaking of silver linings,
I shouldn't Venmo one underage girl.
I like that song.
So conspiracy theories. I was talking about. I was as always every week. I panic. I start panicking Tuesday night about what I'm going to write about. And by the way, I'm sure the next 4 years are going to be fine. I don't think I'm going to be worrying.
There's plenty to write about.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty to write about, unless we get sued, which is funny. He came out yesterday and he said he's going to. I've got to fix the news. They can't just say whatever they want. I'm sorry. That's what the news does. They actually say the news.
He also wants to sue. Who was some of the pollsters? Who was
he did. They filed suit.
The Iowa polls. Yeah,
they filed suit against the Iowa polls. What?
You can't sue for math. It's math. I want to sue math.
No,
I don't like it.
They're going to privatize polls.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good idea. We're looking at that, privatizing polls
and the mail.
Yes,
and the
privatize
mail.
everything.
He wants to privatize it. Yeah. Because when you privatize something, give it to a company. The good news about those is they're always so benevolent to the people.
Yeah,
they don't raise prices. They're like, how do we help the people that pay us?
Yeah, when everything's for profit, especially healthcare, when it's for profit, it's really the outcomes are great.
Yeah, always.
The whole country is.
You got you're feeling weird. Come right in. Let's just check it out. No matter what it is, let's check it out. No. We want to make sure you're okay.
How much is it? No. Don't worry about that.
Hey, low deductible and you're taken care of. That's not, exactly. That's not covered. So I was going over the conspiracy theories, and the problem is with conspiracy theories is there has been some. The problem is all it takes is one to make everything a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
That's the problem. So we had the election conspiracy theory. There was
9/11. I mean, that's like one of the early. Elvis, Tupac. Jimmy Hoffa.
Elvis was killed. Elvis is still alive.
Elvis lives in Hawaii.
First he was killed. Elvis was killed by the government and then they showed a picture of him and Richard Nixon because Elvis was an undercover FBI drug agent and drug dealers killed him. But that's he
was kind of dabbling with a little badge situation with the DEA, right? Like
they needed Elvis because Elvis at one point. Do you know Elvis and James Brown were actually like the president could call them in case there was riots or anything during the 60s because they would calm it down.
Yeah, to use them as like
social.
Yeah,
but what am I remembering where he got the little DEA badge?
He went and visited Nixon in the thing, and they gave him a honorary. You're a sheriff now.
It's a very special unit with those badges.
Yeah, exactly with the hat. Yes. Yeah. So they're like, well, Elvis was an undercover man for the government. So you got one picture with him and Nixon. That's fine. And then they said that then Elvis didn't die. Michael Jackson's still alive. Supposedly, there's even a dude that looks like it burned up in a fire.
Yep. Jim Morrison's still alive.
That looks and talks
Jim
like
Morrison's
him.
Still alive.
Right.
But you could keep going back in history, like hand washing was a conspiracy theory.
Yep.
Witches,
that's a big one. Leeches.
Yeah, leeches. What
else?
else?
No, those weren't conspiracy theories. So those were
medical
really
procedures.
Bad medical hunches.
Supposedly leeches came back though. There was a couple years ago where leeches were like
bloodletting.
Yeah, bloodletting. They would like, if we bleed you, you'll feel better.
Do you remember that show,
sorry,
The
what?
Nick? It was on Showtime, and it was
Awesome
had Clive
show.
Owen. It was like one of my favorite shows, and they only did 2 seasons or
2 or 3.
2 or 3, and it got canceled. But it all centered around the Knickerbocker Hospital, and he was a surgeon, and they were operating in the theater in front of people because that's clean
with no masks
and just giving blood, any type of blood. And so every episode dealt with a new thing. Like there was a woman who didn't have a nose from syphilis. And, one time they ripped out a woman's teeth because she had mental illness. They believed that if you ripped out the teeth, that's where the crazy was stored. The toxins
molars. Store the crazy in your molars.
Yeah, is that what it was? It was anyway, it was a killer show that dealt with, and they had leeches on one episode. It was fascinating. And you'd be very thankful for where we are now.
So lobotomies. Remember lobotomies? That was you could go in and get your brain taken out.
Well,
my mom had one.
I was going to say, she didn't have a lobotomy.
She had electroshock.
Electroshock therapy on her brain.
And they still do it.
Do they really?
Yes, they do. By the way, so speaking of that, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. So this is true. This is okay.
Yes.
So this is why the people go, the government's always trying to kill us. Mm-hmm. Well, there was 400 African American men who had been diagnosed with syphilis. And they were going to test them, to see what it would do. It took to 1972 before the public became aware of the research. Basically, for 40 years, these 400 men were often given dangerous chemicals that offered painful and unnecessary medical procedures under the guise of actual treatment. The fact that penicillin had become a known cure for syphilis was hidden from the patients so that researchers could learn more about the disease. So they just sacrificed. And the good news is that was the first time black people have been screwed over. That was, just one. This was
just
once.
that one time.
Just one time.
Just
So all it takes is one for everyone to go, they're trying to kill us. The polio thing, it's such a simple solution. Do you know anybody with polio? No. Then the polio vaccine worked because we all got it at school. You went to school, you got a sugar cube, you were like, this is awesome. And then you didn't have polio.
To your point, that's exactly what happened with the polio vaccine. So one instance, so there was 2 vaccines, right? So there's actually, the current one is the Jonas Salk one. So first it was a Jonas Salk one. There was another scientist, another who wasn't as great, and
Bob
then Jonas
Smith.
Salk,
Yeah, right.
whatever. So his was a live virus, but it was a weakened virus. The Jonas Salk one was a killed virus. That's the safest one, and that's the one we use now. But so when we released the Jonas Salk one of the labs fucked up the recipe. And then a million fucking people, like tons of people got polio as a result.
Wait, on the Jonas Salk one or the other one?
The Jonas Salk one. Because they didn't follow because at the time we also
had to kill the virus.
And then they didn't do it right. Like this one lab that released that.
But can we go with that then? So these government conspiracies are usually government employees fucking up.
Yeah, but it's
and these are whoever had to do the Tuskegee experiment had to just be an evil prick. You've got to be. Yeah, no, their noses are falling off. Okay, let's see what happens next week.
That's a Nazi. Is that from when we brought the Nazis over here to get?
Is that when we brought? Yes, the Nazis. That's what they're like. Well,
von Braun
we have this idea. Nazis were safe from Germany, and it was horrible of it. Hitler was evil, but what if we just gave people syphilis and see what happened?
Rockets and syphilis. We will bring you.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Another
Christmas shopping?
No, I wish. I don't have. Please, I'm so behind. How many days until Christmas?
When does this go live?
So CIA,
2 days.
Sandwich.
CIA assassinations have actually been true. In 1975, after Watergate scandal, Senator Frank Church helped form the precursor to the U.S. Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, commonly referred to as the Church Committee. Their purpose was to investigate the CIA and FBI to ensure they were operating within the law. The committee quickly discovered that the CIA had started a hitman business. The CIA was responsible for assassination of a guy named Masdia in Iran, Allende in Chile, as well as other leaders and revolutionaries in Central and South America, the Middle East, So during the 70s,
don't read anymore. Just tell us what to look up.
5,000 covert agents.
Turn the page.
5,000 covert agents from L. Ron Hubbard Church of Scientology conspired to perform the largest infiltration of the U.S. government in American history. So,
next student, please come up to the board and read the file.
I just don't. So I get it. There's some shady shit that has been done by governments worldwide. Putin's still doing it. We agree that there are some things that has happened. However, flat earthers you guys need to just take your own lives. You guys need to just end it, because what you're doing is you're screwing up the gene pool to the point where we're going to go extinct. You have to stop.
Go to the end of the earth and jump the fuck off.
There you go. Okay. There you go. Climb the ice wall and go. Just keep going.
So nobody found the edge? No one.
No, they're saying that you can't get over the ice wall. The government stops you.
It's surrounded by an ice wall.
Okay,
we're in a valley.
Wait. So I want to show you what I looked up. So I looked it up. Okay, here's. I'm not going to read. Here's the Earth. Here's the Earth. Right. This is what they believe.
Is this a pop up?
This is it. Yes. This is what they believe. The Earth sits like this through space. Okay. Under the Earth, it's just some dirt hanging. It's like when you pull out.
They believe that?
Yeah, they believe this. Like when you pull
That's where everybody poops.
Like when you pull a carrot out. Exactly, it goes through to the earth, and it's just a big
roots hanging
it's a big
down.
Stalagmite or tight, whatever's from the top of poop. Basically,
it's fertilizer down there.
You should see the map. So go look up. Bring up.
I never thought about that. If it's flat, what's holding in everything
poop
underneath?
Yeah, it's not gravity.
A mountain.
It's not gravity. So here's the thing. So now the sun. Okay, so this is what they believe. So
they have to believe in gravity because
well, I don't know. Look it up. Flat earthers, bring it up. It's crazy. So around the edge, they believe is an ice wall, but they also say the sun is doing this. That's why. Okay, well, if you look, okay,
So
this
they've
is
completely made something up with zero evidence whatsoever.
no, not just zero evidence. 100 years of evidence to the contrary,
and layers of non-scientific.
Yeah.
The sun is hot.
And I kept thinking. So one of the guys said, "This is." I watched the guy yesterday. He goes, "It's weird though, right? So flat Earth, yeah." He goes, "The sun's a million miles away and it powers everything. Then why is it only hot, the hottest on the equator, and the edges have ice? Why is that? Think about it."
And
I'm like,
okay,
because the Earth is
the edges don't. Okay.
But see, that's the problem. It's so dumb that you can't even, like, if you address it, they just go like this. They go, that's what you think. Okay, so
these are my favorite. Like when you look up conspiracy theories, like black helicopters, chemtrails, Korean Airlines Flight 007. This is my favorite. Theories range from allegations of a planned espionage mission to a government cover-up to the consumption of passengers' remains by giant crabs.
I'm on that one. I've seen movies. So my question is this: they believe the sun does this.
Okay.
If that's the case, to turn this room dark and put a flash on here. Light's going to bleed over here. If the Earth is flat, it's always going to be in light.
Where are the drones?
They believe it has a firmament. Did you say it has
a firmament?
A dome like. Oh wait, you do believe in some, like a half of a sphere, a dome-like structure.
Yeah, how come the Earth is flat, but the sphere has to go over it?
The dome
holds,
holds,
is it like a warehouse?
The firmament dome holds the sun, moon, and stars in their apparent orbits around the flat Earth.
How do the star? Wait, it contains.
But here's the problem with it. Wait. So it's so dumb.
It contains
that
stars.
I have another question. Here's my next question.
Okay. All right. I can't wait for this one.
This is flat Earth geometry. They envision the Earth as that flat plane with the North Pole being at the center and Antarctica acting as a wall around the edge, which prevents people from falling off. So, couldn't we just go to Antarctica and check it out? See if someone falls off?
Yeah, they have.
We've been.
Actually, planes have gone over it. Pieces have gone over it and kept going. And to the other side.
Oh, wait. You mean we have aircraft that can actually fly around and away?
Not around. Fly across. There's no around.
Hold on. NASA flies away and takes aerial shots of the sphere. We can see it's a sphere.
If you get high enough, you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. But they're saying, no. Everything they say, they go, no, that is a fisheye lens that makes it look curved. That's what they say.
But what do you
They say
gain from this?
say the pictures. This is what's the conspiracy? That's what I'm saying. Because every conspiracy has a payoff.
They do deny the existence of gravity.
Yes.
Wait.
Hold on. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Explaining the sensation of downward pull as a result of the Earth's constant upward acceleration.
Whoa! So
I just want to show what I just dropped. I've already worn this on the podcast, I think, but this is my favorite. I have a few of her shirts.
This is one of my favorite things.
Tatum the Label. She lost her husband, and that's why I really love this company. And out of grief, she created this company. And even on all the labels have her label, and it says "For the Love of Keith." Which makes me want to cry.
Positive shirts, like with all the stuff we have.
But how cute is this? Be a kind fucking human. Like if everybody could just do this. Anyway, Tatum the Label on Instagram and everywhere. Go check her out.
Tatum the Label, guys, go get it. Go get
I used her as a gravity.
Not a sponsor. A friend of ours who was actually trying to make the world a better place after losing her husband.
Yeah.
All right.
So gravity is a hoax.
So that means this disc is going forward through space, constantly accelerating, and that's why there's a downward pull. But it's accelerating at a constant rate. But the only way that would happen is if we had hold on. We would have to have air pressure to hold us down.
So is the sun with us?
But there's a dome over that. So how is we're accelerating through? How are we? Because at one point we're going the same speed as the Earth. We would just still fall off because we're going the same speed. It would. Yeah, it would have to be constantly accelerating for hundreds of thousands of years at the exact same rate. So our bodies stayed on the ground. So
listen to this.
We would eventually smash.
Exactly. This is why I wrote the Armageddon thing.
The Greeks had already deduced that we lived on a sphere.
The Greeks.
However, Earth's sphericity has been widely accepted, and we have documentation of this, and universally by scholars since at least the Hellenistic period, which is 323 BCE to 31 BCE. It was not until the 19th century that flat Earth had a resurgence.
So the people with no science or anything, they just had eyeballs and deductive reasoning.
Yes.
This was a time when the Greeks were people, where it was about intellectualism, where you wanted to figure out the world.
When we pooped in buckets.
Yeah, no, the Greeks and the Romans, they did the first plumbing system. They actually had a plumbing system. So
That's
here's
fake news.
Here's what happened. They walked to the top of something, went, I cannot see the edge of the edge. It looks like it goes over. It must be round. I bet it's round.
Also, it's day and night. It's day and night. Hold on. I don't.
Someone give me a ball of some sort. Let's see what happens when I heard the light here. So here's, and you just made me think of something. So is it because society? Because here's what happened in those times. If you were told specifically, this is how it works. We've all agreed on it. We have enough evidence to show that the Earth is round. And you're like, nope, it's flat. They were like, you're going to the mental hospital and you're going to stay there for the rest of your life. We can't have you in the gene pool. You're a fucking moron. Yeah. That's what would happen. You couldn't survive because it was hard to survive. We live in a society now that is so fucking crazy, convenient.
Yes.
Like I just driving over here. I'm like, these
Say
people,
what you said the other day. About fasting and cold plunging.
Oh my God! Here's how safe.
He's always practicing bits in the house.
Here's how safe our society is. We now don't eat on purpose. Call it fasting. It used to be called starving.
we actually practice starving and compete with each other for how long we can starve
now.
You do it too.
And you do,
I was talking you guys into it.
Because there's so much food. We're like, you know what? Let's see if we can do without all this food that we have.
You bragged yesterday. Oh, I've gone 18 hours with blah, 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 or whatever it was.
22 hours of starving.
Also, he does cold plunging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to call that hypothermia.
Hot showers were a big deal. We invented it. It was progress. And now people are getting into icy cold water for health reasons. One thing that's not fake news is Harry's. This episode brought to you by Harry's, best company to talk about before Christmas. Let Daddy feel
touch me. No,
you
touch me.
Like
all right.
Harry's is the perfect gift, stocking stuffer or just a regular gift under the tree. And
Daddy.
He's your daddy.
What? Yeah, you're being weird. This is out of line. You've crossed the line. It's weird. Harry's.
I love it took you that long. And then you went, what? Harry's, because they do the holiday gift set. I love all their products, but the holiday craft handle set is so sweet every year. It's always like one, and it sells out, and we always like the matte black one. I'm still mad that I missed that one last year.
Yeah, get it quick.
So it's called the holiday craft set. It's just $25. It comes in the custom green gift box, and you get free handle engraving. I highly recommend that as a gift.
Who does that?
Who does what?
No one does free handle engraving. That's crazy.
I know. We have the craft handles. We have the older metal handles. We have
the bubble with the bubble on it.
Yeah, that's the craft handle. The craft? We have, because it's got the grippy things.
Mm-hmm. I had the rainbow one.
We both still have the rainbow pride one.
Did they even make the cubes anymore?
I don't know, but we have 3 of those.
Yeah,
we have vintage Harry stuff too.
That's weirdly, we're collecting razors. That's bizarre.
So if you don't know about Harry's, it's German engineered blades. They make it in their own factory. They stay sharp longer and you get a smoother shave every time. I can tell you guys, I still remember the first time I tried them. We were advertising for them. Mm-hmm. I thought they were just for him. He used them for a while. We were in San Francisco in a hotel, and I forgot my razor and I used yours. And I remember it was like remembering where you were when JFK got shot. I was like, what is going on?
What?
I couldn't believe it. I had never, it's not something that you're missing until you try it. And then you're like, what in the hell? This technology exists?
I remember the first time we used it, I came out of the bathroom with it. I was like, babe, you got to feel this. Listen, we're not just whoring normal razors. They're five surgically. They're made in Germany.
It is such a close shave,
Yes.
and the shave lasts longer,
Yes.
and the blades last so long. And I'm always amazed. Like I think I'm a week into my blade that's in the shower right now, and I shave my legs every day, which apparently is a thing that freaks women out. But how can you not? I don't know. I said that to my niece the other day, and she goes, "Oh my god, can't believe it." Of course, she does that to everything I say now.
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
22
old.
and you're stupid.
Yeah, I'm
You're
22.
old.
You're old and stupid. Okay. That she's eating our food.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
The older you get, the dumber you get. The more you realize you're dumb
Yeah.
and you know nothing, but you look back to 22, how you knew
thought you
everything
knew
and you
everything.
cringe.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can't believe I said that to grown adults.
If I could
Anyway,
have 5 minutes with my dad, I would.
I'm sorry.
I'd be spent at apologizing. I'd just be like,
Yeah.
dude, and I give him a hair's razor. Just try this. Since you've been gone, this
your
came
dad
up.
would be like, what sorcery is this?
From the future.
So a lot of you guys know that shave kit, it comes with the blade, the weighted handle, the travel cover. You get the shave foam.
Yep.
It is, and you get the blade, not just the handle. I put those together. It's everything you need. It's a killer deal. It's decorated for holiday time right now. You don't have to wrap it. Put a bow on it. Get your Harry's holiday craft set, a custom green gift box, and free handle engraving if you go to harrys.com/bombshell. You have to go to that to get this. So harrys.com/bombshell.
And also, how much is it?
$25 if you use that code for
And
all
wait,
of
is
that.
that with the engraving?
With the engraving, with the custom green
All
gift
right, so
box,
people-
and all the
so-
stuff that comes in it.
So here's okay. Now I've always said go and get the Harry's deal. Order 5 boxes for Christmas
Yes.
because there's always a couple people that show up at your house
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh hey Mary, haha. If you have 5, you can use it. If you don't give them away, you can use them later. But if you get 5 at $25, you can get their name on it.
That's amazing.
For a $25 gift
so
like that,
in
here's a
that
razor.
box, so I don't screw it up, one craft handle, that's the one with the bumpy things, your choice of foaming shave gel or shave cream, 2 extra blades, and the travel blade cover. You don't have to wrap it. It's super sweet.
Just don't engrave, deny, depose, and
or
whatever
do,
with-
or do.
or
Dude, we should all wear shirts
Or
like that
do,
all
and
the
then
time.
give it to
Just to remind everybody, hey, what can we?
You work in healthcare? Yeah, just a little something.
So conspiracy. So the biggest so we've got the flat Earth thing. Okay, that's insane. Everything they said, none of it's based in science. We have pictures of it, and these guys. There was a really cool video on Instagram where they proved by trying to prove the Earth was flat, they proved it was round. Guy sent like a quarter mile out, guy with a thing, and he goes, I'm going to shine this light through this hole, and if the Earth is flat, it'll shine directly through that hole. Well, it was actually 3 feet higher, which means the beam was going straight, and it was curved. So it's dumb. I don't know. The people that believe it keep posting on Instagram, and here's the problem with all these conspiracies. Oh wait, let's go JFK coming back from the dead.
Oh, this is...
JFK and
How
argument.
did that even start?
They went to fast signs and had banners made. They went to they were like, you know what? I believe in this so much. I'm going to spend money on merch.
Seriously. And then a printer was like, sure, we'll do this.
Yeah. It's
Whatever you
capitalism.
want.
Capitalism. What do we? Anything you want.
What in science fucking
Let me go
hell?
see.
I could see the other, okay, let's say flat Earth. Okay, they got some pseudoscience. Okay. Vaccines. Okay, pseudoscience.
The fucked up thing about these people is that not only are they dumb, but it has been JFK didn't show up. JFK didn't show up. Trump and Biden are 2 different people. They're not wearing a fucking mask.
Yeah, and
they're not. Trump wasn't president wearing a Biden mask. By the way, what point does that make anyway? But under the mask, it's really Trump. What?
So those people that showed up at Dealey Plaza on November 1st, 2021, they believed that day, apparently, that JFK Jr. was going to address the crowd and announce that
He wasn't
Donald
dead.
Trump,
I'm not dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's first thing you'd have to
Donald
announce.
Trump, who was recently defeated by Biden, JFK Jr. was going to appear, announce that Donald Trump was going to be reinstated as president with JFK Jr. as his vice president, who didn't run with him
Who's a
to
Democrat.
be his president. and he was a Democrat, and he's dead.
Yes. They also, the leader of that group also claimed that JFK Sr., the head wound of JFK, was also coming back.
I want to point this out. I just want to, by the way, if I'm going to reappear after a long fake death, I'm not showing up where my father was assassinated.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Dealey Plaza.
Maybe this time he'll come with the plane. He'll come with some headgear.
Yeah. I'm going to a nice place.
I just don't
I'm going to
find
stand on top of the Washington Monument. I'm back, bitches. That's an entrance.
Is it because that guy that was running QAnon on 4chan or 8chan that we saw? Yeah, he did disappear. We watched the whole, there was a really interesting mini-series
like
on it where they basically uncovered a Dennis in his basement just making all this shit up, and these QAnon people just followed it. And this JFK Jr. thing seems like to me where he's like, no, watch what I'm going to say this time. And they just believe it, right? Because there's no other foundation for that. He's a Democrat. Yeah. He's dead.
Yeah. And yet they call us sheep, and yet the whole thing with QAnon was where we go one, we go all. That's what sheep do.
That's what.
That's exactly what sheep do. Hey, Steve's going. Let's go, guys.
That's what every time Michael Flynn posts something, he puts WWG1, WWGA every time underneath all his posts.
So what bothers me is that, and so why is it so prevalent now? I 100% blame social media.
Yeah.
Without social media, you would just be the guy getting thrown out of the bar every Saturday. Get Steve out of here. Shut the fuck up.
Because we've always had it, but now we have a much easier way to spread it, and people will follow it, and there's just more people, so we have more idiots, right? Yeah. We made more dumb people.
Yeah. Well, because dumb people keep fucking. That's the problem.
CNN interviewed
there should be an
mother.
IQ test to have sex.
100%.
And you can have a dumb person with a smart person. We can at least get a mean.
Yeah, at least have like the block, put the block in the circle thing and the star.
I said that in my first special. Rachel Bradley said, we don't need stricter gun control. We need stricter birth control.
Amen.
There you go.
Amen.
Genius. Go watch that. So CNN interviewed the mother of one of the leaders of that Dealey Plaza movement, and they play a tape for her where he says, how old am I? Oh, my niece just went, she's old.
It was a daguerreotype they showed everybody.
My niece just flared her nostrils, rolled her eyes, and commented how old I am because she listens. Okay. John, he said, now the family tree goes like this. John and Trump are cousins. They're not. And Trump's uncle then is JFK Sr. and Joe Kennedy, who is also not dead. And Trump's father is General George Patton, and his brother is Mussolini. And it says that the woman, Colleen Protzman, is listening to this recording despondent. She said the sad thing is he actually believes that. And he was one of the people that helped organize that November 2nd thing.
This is straitjacket talk.
Just lock him the fuck up. You got to go away. This
is Reagan. We shut down all the mental health facilities.
Word on the street, he says, is Junior will show up and introduce his parents. Word on the street.
What street is that?
What street? Crazy street. He, JFK Jr., will probably be the vice president with Trump. Probably.
So, I get it. One guy screaming on a street corner. Cool, crazy guy. The problem is there was a couple, like 1,000 people with banners waiting for him to show up, which means crazy dumb guy got dumber people.
Yeah.
To go, you're the guy.
Yeah.
I'm following this guy. There needs to be standards.
So, okay, don't go down any rabbit holes. Here's how his mother said that it all started.
Oh, no.
He wasn't a computer person. No shit.
Yeah, by the way, first of all, anybody who calls themselves not a computer person probably isn't. I'm not a computer person. Grandma was a parade person.
I was just going to say, it's another not a thing, just like my grandma would always say, I'm a parade person. The hell is a parade? It's not a thing. What does that mean? Oh, she likes to go to parades. She's a parade person. But
he's
also,
not really a computer person.
Who's a parade person? Who enjoys parades?
Didn't your dad say, like, one of the things, he was like, I'm a stander. Wait, what?
A stander? That sounds like my brother.
Yeah.
My brother is a
he's not gonna sit,
stander.
I'm a stander.
My brother always thinks somebody's about to shoot him in the back, so he stands with his back
He's
to
a
the
stander
wall.
spinner. Yeah, he'll spin also if they can't find a wall.
His head on a swivel.
He does. It's very unnerving, and also has made me even more careful in the world because things have happened. So Michael was not a computer person. But in the years after the 2008 financial collapse, he began researching online about investing in silver. Many websites that say they sell precious metals like silver also post and rely on doomsday conspiracy theories of a global monetary collapse so that they can convince people to buy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's where Michael started.
Do you know this goes back? I remember being a teenager, and there was a book, the Great Collapse, the Great Depression of 1990 or 1985. It was a book that came out. Doomsday always sells. Doomsday always sells.
Yeah.
And but here's what people don't think about in these conspiracies. Here's what they don't think about. What's the payoff? Everything like the syphilis thing with Tuskegee, they were using. They just didn't think of black people as human beings, and they were just using it for medical experiments. Very Nazi. You're right. Very Nazi. And all these conspiracies. The CIA was like, well, the best thing we could do is like these guys are going to fuck the world up. Let's go kill them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get that's going to make the world easier. That's what they thought. But when you talk about what do you get out of the Earth not being a globe?
Well, look, so you know how I said this?
What do you get?
Well, you get to know more than other people.
Yes.
And that's what my stepmother is doing now with the Holocaust denial. It's,
I got the inside.
How could they have gotten that many people? You don't know. And it's with zero knowledge, but that feels like power. It feels like, I think for people that aren't necessarily computer people,
this guy and the computer people,
that it starts to feel like power. I know something you don't, because this guy's mom, this is a fascinating article, is talking about how he started with that global monetary collapse. Then the crash happens. Then it says he began.
Oh wait.
Uh-huh.
Right,
It says that he then had personal family problems. so bad. This is what I said before. Trump supporters, bad things have happened to them where they feel disenfranchised, whatever that is. Yep. And so she said that he started going down these rabbit holes, and he started looking into 9/11 and Sandy Hook, which is the gnarliest bullshit.
That's another one.
Ever.
We need to talk about that too.
She said that made him become more isolated because he wanted to talk about it to everyone, and everyone, his family, thought he was crazy, and they were like, "No, don't talk to us about this." So he got more and more isolated.
And what he could have done is
he voted for Obama twice, and his favorite news person was Rachel Maddow.
He could have actually gone to welding school.
Listen,
he used all this time
all
to get a trade. Yeah.
He's not a computer person, and neither is my stepmom.
But you see what the key is? Someone was on TV. I was driving home listening to the radio, and there was a guy on whatever it was, Alex Way, whatever. And he said the problem we have in America right now, and I've been saying this for years, and it was the first guy I've heard say it, is our education system is broken. If you get people educated, they will not believe this shit because they're taught to think. My son has now done a year of college. He's in 3 years of college, but he's actually on his own, living his own life.
Not in community college, yeah.
Not in community college, living with his mom. We worked out in Taekwondo yesterday, and he has become like we had this long discussion about a girl in class. He goes, I go, what did you learn about college? He goes, people are weird. We raised him pretty pragmatically, right?
People are weird.
He said, well, you got to remember, his generation was raised with everything's perfect, spooky boogie. Don't give them any, we made them work. They had, Seinfeld said something recently too. He said, you need to have problems. There's a bracket of problems. You don't need to go not too high, not too low, but you need to have problems in your life to learn to become a good person. Yep. And so many kids didn't have any. Their parents took care of everything. They showed up. They had play dates were planned. You didn't get beat up on this part. There was no bullies because the play dates were planned. He goes, there was a girl, I came up late for class one day, and she had already copied down the notes. I go, do you mind if I take a picture of your notes that were on the board? She didn't make them up. And she goes, yeah, sure. Takes a picture, and he goes, thank you so much. She goes, yeah, go ahead and just use my work. And I was like, And he goes, it was the teacher wrote it.
Well, he was supposed to take his own notes.
Yeah. But also,
I'm team girl.
all right, why didn't you just take it?
I hated all
should have
those
served to my son and
dummies
go,
that would come in late and go, hey, can I get
but you know what I should have just said? Like, why don't you just take a picture of the notes at the
that was my next question. He's not a computer person.
That's my son, though. That's my son. Because he's smart enough to, I need these notes, and they're right there.
Why didn't everyone just take a picture?
Because that would have shown that instead of he could have. That's a little more subtle. Right, to take a picture down, so he's not like it looks like
the teacher. Maybe the teacher was making everybody write him down, and he cheated.
One thing that's not a conspiracy is AG1. This episode brought to you by AG1, another one of our favorite products. Also, a killer Christmas gift. It's kind of like Christmas Vacation, the Jelly of the Month Club, except you get something really good instead of something gross. AG1 comes to our home every month.
Yep,
we both use it.
Yep, I use it. I have packs upstairs here at the shop.
Yep, I have those. The travel packs. Mm-hmm. I take those on the road and use them the way that they have done them. They're flat. So when you tear them open, it slides right into a water bottle. I take it on the road because I notice such a difference from it. I notice a difference with my gut, with my allergy issues,
my ease,
my energy.
I drink too much coffee in the morning.
It's a powder. Day. You put it into water, shake it up.
And it totally calms me down. About half an hour and I'm
You have it with your coffee, you said?
No, after I have too many cups of coffee, which I just had my third today. Third. And I get this weird acidy feeling. I take the AG1, goes away. And I'm getting 72.
You're 72?
72 minerals and adaptogens and
over
whatever.
75
protons
vitamins,
and electrons.
minerals, whole food source, superfoods, adaptogens, probiotics, prebiotics.
Yep.
Take your supplement shelf and get rid of it because this has everything and you don't have to buy all that expensive crap.
Yeah, you know that drawer you open up and all the bottles fall out on you?
Yeah,
get rid of
it's
that.
Also, if you go look at the ingredients, which I did before we agreed to, they wouldn't let us advertise before we took it for a month, and we wouldn't advertise for them until we went and read what was in it. And
we started taking it. Actually.
Kind of stunning.
Yep.
Because there's no way you're getting all that broccoli and spinach and everything in your body.
You have to eat a farmer's market.
Yeah, you're not getting a Himalayan sarsaparilla root from
no, you are not. From there.
Yeah. This is a great New Year's resolution thing too that you can start right now, and that will help balance your life during Christmas when you're eating like a crazy person. Try AG1 this year for yourself. It's a perfect time to start a new healthy habit. That's why we've been with them so long. AG1 is offering new subscribers a free $76 gift when you sign up. You'll get a welcome kit. You'll get a bottle of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free travel packs in your first box. So make sure to check it out at drinkag1.com/Titus. That's drinkag1.com/Titus to start your new year on a healthier note. My sister is full in now too.
What is it about? Because I don't have this as I
Malaysia Airlines.
Malaysia, how about that? Let's go back to 9/11. 9/11. I've seen people post online
where is that?
Videos where you see where the plane goes. There's a plane and it kind of disappears through another thing, and then it goes and like they go. It's just proof that it was faked. It was faked on TV. But what about the people that were there?
Oh, my dad said that my stepmom is denying that now too, and I'm like, my stepfather lost one of his best friends in the Pentagon crash, and still very painfully every year on Memorial Day, I always text him and tell him I love him and ask if he's toasting. He always gets a glass of scotch and toasts him and others that he lost.
The other thing about education is like it's not the information. Forget what you actually learn. It's about critical thinking.
Yeah.
Like you get trained on how to critically think. Yeah. And people aren't. They're just following some stupid Facebook thing that has no basis in reality.
But I remember like when the Pentagon thing, they were talking about the plane hitting, left a smaller hole and there was no engine stuff. Well, there's parts all over the place. But there's actually video online of a plane crash, and you see that aluminum just ripping apart. It's nothing left. And so, and then it was all a conspiracy to take the buildings down. And then for some reason, Building 7 went down. But it went pop, 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 like it was being detonated. And I'm like, you know what, man? Okay, got it. Why aren't you reading? Like, what are you doing?
I'm not a book person.
But why aren't you Like, what is the upside of what you're doing? Like, okay, let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's say that that's the conspiracy, that those guys at Building 7 were trying to save millions of dollars in insurance or whatever. They blew that building up, and you know that. Okay, and like, what's the B side of that?
It's got to be.
Are you going to take down the government? Are you going to do it?
What about the Pennsylvania field? What was that for? That was just to
that was diversion.
Look, there's even a conspiracy about Paul the Apostle. I don't think we're going to solve any of this.
We have phone calls. We have the recorded phone calls with those guys on the plane and go, "We're going to do something. We don't know what we're going to do, but we're not going to let this happen." And they took that plane down. So yes, and one more thing, that field, same day, is proof that when that thing hit the building at the Pentagon, it came apart. That field, there was nothing left.
Yeah, they found like little bits in like Ohio.
Right. It was nothing.
Not really in Ohio.
What are
Larry's.
A group of shipping conspiracy theorist fans centered around the idea that One Direction members Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson are secretly a couple. They falsely claim that Styles and Tomlinson have been closeted by their management since inception of the band, despite multiple claims by Styles, Tomlinson, their friends, and their family. You're not. It's just.
But
Paul McCartney's also dead.
The Apostle.
But how pathetic!
It's the Bible. There's all kinds of
stuff. But how sad is your life that this is what you're spending time on? Like, we live in the most amazing. I mean, aside the craziness happening, but if you look at the technology, the times we live in, you have access. Unless you're not a computer person, but you have access to this thing which can give you. You could learn anything. You can go to sign up for masterclass, which I did, and I don't go to, which sucks me
because you're not a computer.
You're not a man.
No, it's just you have to. It feels like school.
I want to do. Can I use it? Do you still have it?
I want to. I'm watching.
Answer me.
Yes, you can. I'm watching.
See how he's like, no, I'm going to use it.
I'm watching the Ron Howard directing.
I want to watch the John Douglas one, the FBI profiler, whose book I read in college. I read it. Actually, I read it before school.
But how interesting is that?
And then I read it in college 3 times.
You could learn, like you brought Rosetta Stone home, and you were learning Spanish, and and yet I go no. Here's the reality is. Yeah. There's microchips in squash, just sweet potatoes and squash. Yeah, sweet potato. And so they're making you eat these foods. That's why the kale. That's where kale's actually tracking devices that you eat. That's why there's a big government kale thing. Everybody should eat kale.
Or they just realize how healthy it is, and it makes you poop.
No, it's a good day.
Barack Obama has multiple conspiracy theories.
That's the thing, the birth of
Alex Jones made a movie called The Obama Deception. He alleged that Obama's administration was a puppet government for the wealthy elite. Alex Jones is now completely destitute, broke. Everything from InfoWars has been auctioned off. And for the rest of his life, if he makes money, it will go to the families. Yes. So here's where conspiracy theories get you. Puppet government for the wealthy elite, the birther theory, which Trump helped promote, despite him giving his Hawaiian birth certificate and birth announcements in 2 different Hawaiian newspapers from 1961.
Yep.
Also, he was the Antichrist, although that did not come into fruition.
Wait, okay, so again, I know there's more Obama stuff. Again, so this Antichrist guy, who is he was basically a government puppet, came in after the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, fixed it, saved General Motors and Chrysler, then decided to get all of us health care, which then the Republicans killed.
It's called Satan Care.
Yeah, Satan Care.
He showed up.
You don't get it.
He cried with families that lost their kids. He sang Amazing Grace. He was so evil.
He was
other theories claim that he's a Muslim, which your aunt said to us a few months ago.
I started laughing. I go, we have him in a Christian church. We have him like over and over going to a Christian church. We don't have Trump going to any Christian church.
No, ever.
Not once.
But they believe he's a Christian.
He can't. He starts to smoke.
But also, he's a Muslim. Okay. I don't. What did he do? Did he convert everybody?
So you mean, wait a minute. So he saved the country and he's Muslim?
But do you
Maybe
understand,
I should look into that.
Do you understand how angrily she said that to us?
Yeah.
And yet he's not in office anymore, and he didn't force people to convert to Islam, but he's Muslim.
But that's the thing, is they just moved on.
Yep.
Well, she hasn't, is what I'm saying.
No.
The pair of fatal attacks in Benghazi, by Islamic terrorists in 2012 under Obama also spawned numerous conspiracy theories, including allegations that Obama's administration actually arranged the attack for political reasons. Senator Rand Paul claimed that the government's response to the incident was designed to distract from a secret CIA operation.
So here's the problem. So okay, now,
do tell. Where's the problem?
Here's why I think. Well, here's the problem with these conspiracies. Notice where they come from. Notice where they come from. They don't come from the Democrats. They don't come from the left. There's no left-wing conspiracy theorists.
That's because we're not driven by our amygdala.
No, we're facts.
We use the blah 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 cortex.
We're not amygdala people.
We're not amygdala people. We're pineal gland people or whatever. I don't know. Dead frontal lobe. So this goes to me. I hate to be political. This goes to this. At one point, Obama was doing so much good. He took over after W had basically gutted the financial sector rule or regulations, and that's why we had the mortgage crisis. Obama came in and fixed that. Yes, sure, it wasn't. Yeah, everyone has. Yeah, he didn't read it. Shut up. Fuck. We got. He saved us out of it. We got out of it. So. The Republicans have so few ideas that help anybody except themselves that the only way, and if you look at how Trump got elected, how did Trump get elected? I'm going to bring prices down. Since then, guess what Trump has said?
He posed in front of Cheerios and said, I haven't seen these in a long time.
Yeah. That means you haven't been to a store in a long time. Like had a Democrat said that, they'd have been up his ass.
They actually put him
groceries
in front of groceries as a prop, and he's so base level that he stopped presenting and went, whoa, I haven't seen Cheerios in a long time.
They usually just show up in a bowl. They just stay on book. That is never going to happen.
No.
So my point is that even everything he got elected by, if you ask anybody, like Jet was saying, one of the kids at his school, he goes, they have one guy, they live in a dorm with a 3-bedroom with 6 guys. One guy is a Trumper and he gets just drug all the time. But the guy said, and then he had another guy who's not a Trumper goes, I couldn't vote for Kamala. He goes, why? He goes, because she just hoarded her way to the top. And Jet goes, my son goes, he goes, wasn't partly in charge of California? I go, yeah. And he goes, because he's in just a little bit. And I said, yeah, she was a prosecutor. She actually closed.
She was elected.
There was elected every job. But doesn't
what? Men have been sleeping with everything that wasn't nailed down, and frankly, some things that were nailed down since the beginning of time.
That's why they go up to the hospital with it. There's a light bulb in your ass, sir. I know.
And it's not a good idea.
I know. Don't say it out loud. I'm here to. Those are HIPAA laws, and you got to stop saying there's a light bulb in my ass. Stop it. So I just got something about men. When you say a woman slept her way to the top, it says more about you and what you think vagina is about.
Yes.
It's more about you than you believe that you are so fucking arrogant that you actually believe that the only way a woman could get anywhere is by opening her legs.
But also, my question is, you never hear ever. It's not a phrase that a man slept his way to the top. When I say that out loud, it sounds funny, doesn't it?
That's how I got here.
But doesn't it? It sounds ridiculous because we don't say it. It's actually not a colloquialism in our language to say that.
Yeah.
So women...
You just lost half the audience.
By saying women sleep their way to the top, well, I guess what you're saying is women had sex incidentally while they were working their asses off to get to where they got.
Oh, you're making it nice.
Are women not allowed?
No. They're saying women use their wiles. This goes back to the beginning.
It goes back but to all they're doing is pointing to Willie Brown, who she had a relationship with.
It was his girlfriend for a while.
Yeah, they were boyfriend-girlfriend for like a year, and then they broke up, and they're still friends. And he still speaks highly of her. She speaks highly of him, whatever.
And he didn't make her a lawyer.
No,
she became a lawyer and a prosecutor.
He didn't
she got
go to
elected.
law school for her, and then he didn't get her elected as DA.
Right.
And then as the AG, and then as a senator, and then the vice president. I mean, it's like this shit just. Well, it's exhausting.
It also,
but it's a conspiracy. But that's the worst of the conspiracies. Go ahead.
It proves they're showing their hand. It proves that they are volunteering the information that how hard it is for women to get ahead in our society.
Weirdly enough,
and they think that the only way that a woman can get ahead is through her.
Right. Is in her. Yes, going into her. But also, we have this thing where these conspiracy theorists, I'm going back to it. Notice this, people. Notice that the Republicans always are talking about, look at that, this is it's the deep state. Yeah. And how is everybody who got arrested or in jail, how is that all, every single one of them is fake? Every single charge is fake? Why don't you just
January
get
6th, what?
January 6th, all of Trump's 91 felonies, 32, 34 convictions. They're all fake, every single one. Your tax case for almost $500 million is fake. Fox got fined. So Fox got fined $870-something thousand worth of the election. Is it $1 million? Sorry, $878 million, almost $1 billion. That's fake. Yeah. Everything's fake. So the problem is that not only the people that run the shit always say it's fake, always, and it's gone down the line. Every little politician, every little school board member, if they get caught for something, it's fake, it's made up, it's all made up because we've learned it works. They are trusting in the stupidity and the base level lizard brain of the dumb people in our society.
Goes back to that amygdala thing. Yeah. And it's a lot of it's based in fear, right? So, and there's always the others. People. Goes back to our fucking hunter-gatherer days where we think, there's some whatever.
I saw a clip from Pete Davidson. I was mad I didn't come up with it. He was talking about trans people. He's going, okay, so let me just be clear. So these people, they just want to see women pee. So what they've done is they've started dressing like women. Then they told their parents and all their friends. Then they dealt with the oppression of society in the dress. Then they spent thousands and thousands of dollars that is not covered by insurance to actually change their sex parts. And then they had to live like that. And then they did all that just so they can go where there's no urinals. It doesn't make any sense. And there's not a single one of them that makes any sense. So I'm to the point now where I'm not going to foster it anymore. I will call you stupid to your face. If you believe the earth is flat, you're a fucking moron. If you believe that 9/11 was a hoax, you're a fucking moron. If you believe that the vaccine had a microchip in it, you're a fucking moron. And I'm not going to stop. I don't care. You don't get any quarter anymore from any of us. Do you know why? Because you're the reason we are going down. You're the reason society is fucking failing. If you knew what you were talking about, we'd all be in the streets protesting for healthcare like 32 out of 33 industrialized countries have. We would actually be getting something done instead of worried about building 7. So
one thing that's not a conspiracy. Merry Christmas.
I get a very arch sometimes. It makes me mad.
To segue on this podcast. Miracle
Building
Made.
demolition.
Miracle Made. This episode brought to you by Miracle Made. Another thing that we love. Yeah, really
crispy. Good. So we're on the road all the time. We're on the road all the time, staying in hotels where the sheets have been slept on by literally the population of countries. And we get home, and every time I get home and get in the bed with the Miracle Made sheets, I always feel like,
Yep.
It's like it's new. It always feels, new.
It feels new. They were inspired by NASA, so they use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating, so you can sleep at your perfect temperature. I sound southern. Temperature.
See, notice I didn't make fun of you messing up.
You should. I hate when I hear myself or my iPhone. I voice to text all the time, as you guys both know, because it looks like a non-computer person did
Siri
it.
goes, "What do you mean, redneck?"
But exactly. I know, but the way that it types, what I started noticing was hast, HAST too.
Oh, hast too.
Hast. I'm a redneck. Knock it off, Rachel.
You worked hard.
So temperature regulating. I did work hard to get rid of it. Also, so self-cooling properties, which I need because I'm hot AF all the time, gives you better quality sleep. There's self-cleaning I need because I'm crazy. They have the silver infusion, so that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, which makes them stay cleaner and fresher 3 times longer. So you don't have to wash them as often. They don't smell bad either. They're luxuriously comfortable, but they don't have that price tag.
And they got the nice crispy feel to them.
And designed for your skin.
Yep.
Bacteria clogs your pores. These sheets are cleaner. You're welcome. Go to trymiracle.com/Titus to try Miracle Made sheets, whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift. If you order today, you can save over 40% and use promo code that guy, Titus, at checkout. You'll get 3 free towels and save an additional 20%. Miracle's so confident that you'll love it. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you aren't 100% satisfied, you get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Try miracle.com/Titus. Use code Titus to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Try miracle.com/Titus.
I'm getting set for this, Kevin. Any other conspiracies we got to talk about? What are some old-time conspiracies?
There's so many.
Well, witches. I mean, witches. If you go back to, if you go, the country gets started, and this goes back to women. I do a joke in the new show where I just go, my loins are tingling. She must be a witch. Like, I'm sorry, dude. What? She said no, and my loins are tingling. She must be a witch.
Well, you totally get now. I mean, if I used to do a bit about that. Do you remember that? In the beginning of stand-up, I did a whole bit about burning witches.
Right.
If men could burn every woman they thought were a witch, I mean...
Yeah, we would all be gay and there'd be no women. Society would end.
The sun and nighttime.
Throwing rocks to the sun.
Nighttime used to be like evil. It was evil took over the world. Like there's Egyptian, hieroglyphs.
But you hear about people throwing rocks at the sun. The sun's too hot. Let's throw rocks at it, and that had to be really just depressing.
Yeah.
Clink.
Try it again.
Harder. Really wing it this time. Let's go to the hill. Let's go up the hill.
And that's how baseball was invented.
You're gonna have to really have to throw harder. We need someone to extinguish the sun. So do me a favor, people. Stop being stupid. Just stop being stupid. And if you have friends that's stupid, call them on it. Listen, there's so many podcasts out that have gotten to this. They've gotten these huge audiences based on one thing: bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit on non-medical bullshit, conspiracy theories. Yeah, what about that? What about that? Yeah. Think about it, like all that. And they're wrong. We won't do that to you. We're going to be as funny as we can with the fucking truth and the facts. Because we will not survive the stupid that is currently happening on the planet right now. We have to get serious about it and stand up against it.
Because they're about to run the country. That's the problem.
No, the clown car is crazy.
The funny thing that you're saying,
are out of their minds.
They keep saying, think about it. And the response is like, yeah,
we have. And we figured
think about it.
No, we experimented and we found out you're dead wrong.
We've been thinking for thousands of years.
Yeah. I said, there you go. Does Trump have an asshole LinkedIn that he's just going on and getting people? Like it's just LinkedIn for assholes where you just go, hey, let me go to asshole LinkedIn. Oh God, there's like all these guys are here.
My niece was just in the parking lot of Ulta and she called me like kind of shaken she was like, you're not going to believe what just happened. This guy, she's trying to back out. He's got a huge truck. It's not pulled into the space well. She's trying to back her truck out. And she said nothing happened. And all of a sudden he's at her window, beating on her window, telling her to get out of the effing car. See, she knew you would have that face. And so
that happened today?
Just happened on my way here. So she got out of the car and her baby's inside the truck. And she said he just started cussing her out, screaming at her that she hit his truck, which she didn't. She looked at her, she looked at his, but like cussing her out. And I got off the phone with her and I called her back and I said, here's what you need to know. Number one, someone tells you to get out of your car. Do not comply.
Never engage.
Ever. Crack your windows, say, what do you want? And start filming. She said, I didn't even think about filming.
Grab your phone and just go 911 and just hold it
up.
So
then I said, and call the police. I said, we're all worried about calling the police. But that night that I had to call the police to the house, I kept saying, I'm so sorry. And they go, this is what we do.
Right. Yeah.
I said, yeah, but you have murders. They said, actually, like 90% of what we do is this, right? So please, if something happens again, call us. I told her, you have to bring darkness bring light to darkness.
Sunlight is the greatest
Darkness
disinfectant.
does not like light. And so when people treat you a certain way, be loud about it. Tell people, call the police.
Yep.
I said, those police are not going to come there upset at you. They're going to be coming looking for a crazy person who's assaulting a young girl with a baby.
Yep.
And then she said, I wish
You're not the bad person.
Titus had been there. And I said, I wish I had been there.
Yeah.
I'm like my mom. I don't think twice. I'll jump into a fight that I cannot win. I'll be like, I'll go down like.
But that's what courage is, man. You got to, I think we have become this. And did you see that ABC settled with Trump?
Yeah, what's that about?
Why?
I don't know. Can you look this up? Stephanopoulos, what was the thing? Because they had a great case from what I heard, and they settled with Trump for $15 million.
Just for editing her interview? That's what he was suing them for, right? 60 Minutes?
No, he didn't see. See, it's 60 Minutes on CBS. It's on ABC. Whatever.
So what
ABC.
was this one?
George Stephanopoulos interviewed him. They edited whatever. I don't know what the charge was. He's suing for a polling place. Now, we talked this earlier, and he's basically said he's going after Rachel Maddow. Rachel Maddow has cranked it up, though. Rachel Maddow. On Monday, I turned to Ray.
Disney settled with him.
Oh, she doesn't care.
Disney settled with him. Media law experts are predicting that this will embolden him to file more lawsuits that will test the limits of the First Amendment.
He said he's going after podcasters too. He's going after everybody. He said he's going after podcasters, online stuff. He's going after. Actually, I did Fred Wellman's show this last week on Sunday. Fred said that he got sued by Michael Flynn for a tweet. The good news is that Trump filed against some other media organization, and it got thrown out instantly. They said, "You're a public figure. Sorry, you're a public figure. They can talk about you."
Yeah.
And so if you guys stay quiet, what will happen is Germany in the 30s. That's what will happen.
Where we are.
And there is a historical list, but the dumb people don't understand history, and you don't understand. Again, 5th generation problem. It takes 5 generations to forget how fucked up human beings are. Dictator's not a good word. We just put one guy in charge. You have to go through Congress and then the House and blah, blah. Yeah, that's because the guys that invented it left England because England had become so oppressive with kings that they were killing people randomly. And we don't want that here. And no freedom of religion.
He's doing everything that exactly happened in the 30s Germany. With, controlling the media. What was the other one? Steve Bannon just floated the idea of running again in 2028. So this forever king.
Trump has said that too. He said that he goes, if Congress will pass it, pass for a 3rd term, I'll go. But they're gonna have to pass it. Trust me, we predicted this the first time. I said he's gonna impose martial law. He's gonna try to stay.
Yep.
He did.
Yep.
I kept saying he's gonna fuck this up. You watch. COVID.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
I remember when he shut down the pandemic office. So I'm like, wait. We've been talking for years about there's going to be a worldwide pandemic. Obama used to say we're going to need something in place when it happens. And he shuts the pandemic offices, and we had a pandemic. And you guys voted for him again. I don't understand the people that voted for him again. Latinos that voted for him, and we did last week. It's like, you guys. He had Latinos in camps.
The things that he ran on. So he ran on, everybody says that they voted for him because of the economy, not the inflation rate, but the cost of living.
Expensive. Eggs were 40%
because of the bird flu.
And then everybody on the left was like, he's lying. He's not going to do any. He's bullshitting you.
And we're still in the opening credits. He's already come out and said it's going to be really hard to bring grocery prices down.
And then he said he doesn't know anything about Project 2025. And then
I've never heard of it. Bannon just came out last week and said, "Oh yeah, that's what we were telling the whole time it was going to be Project 2025."
He just said the other day.
Bannon goes. It was. I'm like, what do you need a mustache to twirl?
Come see us Friday night, Spokane Knitting Factory. One show only. Saturday night, Seattle Neptune Theater. Last show of the year. So
guys,
come see.
This new show, Doomed to Repeat, is going to get. I have to be honest. Come see her. She is blowing the roof off every single night. I'm in the back in the green room getting ready. She's warming and she's 25 minutes in, and I realize they're roaring. What is going on? Hope I can follow this.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Hope I can follow this shit. I get new material. God. So Doomed to Repeat, guys. Come see the new show. It's killer. And now is it going to be fun fact?
Yeah, fun fact.
What were we going to do?
Once it starts, he was going to do the reverse and talk about
it. When he's inaugurated.
Now it's time for Highlanders Fun Facts. Highlanders Fun Facts. It's Highlanders Fun Facts.
Yeah.
I like the jazz hands.
Thank you.
Conspiracy theories. Did you know snow is not white? Think about it.
Think about it.
It's the reflection.
There you go. It's
Snow's clear.
It is actually clear. All right, here's the second one, because that's all there is to that one.
Hey, you know what? We solved snow, and I'm fine with that.
I'm good. Merry Christmas,
No more
everybody.
conspiracy theories about snow, okay?
Tell.
What do you think the biggest snowflake ever discovered was?
Inch.
No. Keep going.
The biggest snowflake
Yeah, the
was
biggest snowflake.
6.5 inches.
No.
No, it's actually 6.6. Well, he claims 6.2 feet, and he claims he's only 239, but he's like 300 pounds. The biggest snowflake is currently the next president of the United States.
There you go. Now, let's end on that. We're not even going to say what the real one is.
How big was
What is
it?
15 inches.
Wow.
15
Well, that's
inches.
a big snowflake.
That is a weapon. That is not even.
How
kill you.
were they ready to measure it before it melted?
I mean,
I don't believe it.
You don't even need to. It's just coming down. So they
Fake news.
While no photographic evidence exists
Of the flat Earth either, which is
reports from an 1887 snowstorm in Fort Keogh, Montana, claim the flake.
Montana. It was a drunk guy going, "You don't believe it, man. They was 15. I seen snowflakes so big in my day."
Keep going. And
15
he
inches.
said, larger than milk pans. Some skeptical scientists say the record-breaking water crystal likely wasn't an individual snowflake, but a lump of many.
So you ended with a conspiracy theory from a prospector from Montana. Very nice. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Do me a favor. Go to Christopher Titus TV. I want you to know something. My new special comes out. Carrying Monsters comes out on Christmas Eve. I will let you know this. I am never going to put it up on YouTube for free. This is mine. I put up 9 for free over COVID and 0 side effects included. This one will always be mine. I'm going to keep the value of it for later on when I'm dead. Then we can go, we can release this one. But go get it. It's $9.99. You can watch with your drunk family on Christmas Eve. And you can watch me talk about my drunk family on Christmas Eve. Go get it, guys. Again, we don't do a Patreon. We don't do anything. So help us out with getting the special.
I think it's a great thing to gift. I love the little thing that you guys
you can get a card.
did,
you can get a gift
to
card.
put in someone's stocking that loves comedy or loves Titus.
Or Titus's comedy.
Also,
or
both.
I can be more than one thing.
Or if they don't, if you want to convert people, I think that's a great way to do that because this is my favorite special of all, and that's saying something. Or if you don't like people that raised you a certain way, you should give them this with no explanation. And I think it's fun. It's like, to me, it's such a fun idea to think about like that being a tradition of sitting around on Christmas Eve with your family and laughing at a comedy special. How cool is that?
That's 2 gifts. It's laughter and revenge.
I love that.
Do you know what else? I've had people with Love is Evil. They go every Valentine's Day. We have our dinner and then we come home and we watch Love is Evil.
Oh, that's
the couple.
That's awesome.
So this could be the Christmas special. Carrying Monsters is going to be the Christmas special. And in the middle of it, like when I'm telling some horror story about my family, if you're one of the kids and your mom and dad are there, you can just go.
Exactly.
And you can just give the old Lickarooski. yeah. Is that relay? No? You good? Yeah, you don't even know. Okay.
This is going to be added to the pantheon of Christmas classics.
Yes.
And the set, again,
There's gonna be
I guess he Chip today. Chip Foose designed the set. I keep saying this because he did Norman Rockwell's Bleeding also. And Norman Rockwell's Bleeding, the set is just incredible.
It's a nice come around there.
This set we were looking at it. Ken did such a great job on the editing and we did the colorizing of it. And it is so... The lighting was great, it looked great, but we were going over it yesterday doing the end credits, and my God, is it beautiful!
Yeah,
I mean, 0 side effects. We had a big giant video screen, so it was easy. But this is a real set. It was lit right, and it just
so dynamic and vibrant.
It's very fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
It's very cool, guys. Go get it. Go get it. Help the podcast out. Help us out. And I guarantee you, I'm not saying help us out because it's a bad special. It's literally 90 minutes of the funniest, darkest shit I've ever written. And I don't say that to brag. I say that to warn you, which I say in the special.
Yep.
Go to Christopher Titus TV. Go ChristopherTitus.com. By the way, we have shirts across the board. We have shirts from some of the specials, almost all of them now. We have shirts from
fifth annual Titus show, Zero Side Effects.
Titus show shirt with a wussy sticker on the back, which is great. Get that for Christmas too. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're probably going to take next week off. Not probably, we're definitely taking next week off, and we'll be back the week after that or the week after that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For myself, the lovely Bombshell Ray and the Highlander. Later.
Peace out.
There can be one.